What is going on, everybody?
No!
It is Pigs Butters here, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright's Spirit of Justice. When we left off, we've been making progress when it comes to the case of 23 years ago with the assassination attempt on Amara, as we have used the picture of Apollo's father, Jove Justice,
Yes.
to get some insight on what was going on with Garan being the that we know of so well. And now we have to just prove where she could have hidden the bloody clothes. And my best guess would be in the tomb.
I say tomb.
Because I mean,
yeah.
I think those probably be the clothes that are probably on Dirk, I would assume. Just easy enough to put him on back on his body.
The tomb?
Yes.
You believe the clothing was hidden there?
Yes, it's the only place it can be.
Very well. Where in the tomb do you believe the clothes were hidden?
Obviously, inside the broken statue.
The sarcophagus.
There it is. We still haven't actually had to use that broken statue yet for anything.
No.
Of course, it makes perfect sense. The clothes weren't simply hidden, they were returned to where they belonged.
Oh. And by that you mean?
The killer would have had to get Dirk's clothes from somewhere. Luckily, they were right there. Yes, of course. At the time of the minister's murder, Dirk's body was already in the sarcophagus, so the killer could have simply borrowed his clothes.
Wow.
Right, before the minister entered the tomb, the killer put on Dirk's clothes.
Wow.
And then hid behind the curtain above the sarcophagus.
That's gross.
Yeah, the things people do for murder. And after the minister was killed, Dirk's clothes were returned to his body.
So what? This is all speculation. We know not whether those clothes were actually used in the murder. Therefore, you cannot prove that they are somehow connected to this case.
That's where you're wrong. But I believe you already knew that. These clothes were definitely used during the minister's murder because of this. I will assume the pendant? I have no idea. I'm gonna
The
save
blood?
quick. Well, I mean, the blood could have been from his own. I don't think we have any analysis on the
true.
blood, but I would say the pendant.
Oh,
but I
what about
could
the
be...
blood on his jacket?
Oh, I saw that was different color. That is actually
it's a
that's
splash.
gotta be it.
Yeah.
That is a fresher stain. The blood stains on Dirk's chest are no doubt the result of being shot by the minister. However, that doesn't explain everything.
That one's just splashed there. Yeah.
There's also some blood splatter extended from his left elbow to his abdominal area.
And he wasn't hurt there.
And it's also fresher blood. I believe that's where that came from. That would be Inga.
Yep.
If the killer wore these clothes during the murder, then the blood splatter must have come from Minister Inga. I had thought it was all Dirk's, but that makes sense. Only one way to be sure, though. Let's get those stains analyzed right away. Indeed, this may be the conclusive evidence we need to prove the Queen's guilt.
She does not like this.
No.
You cannot prove it was I who hid those clothes. They could very well have been hidden by a third party.
But could they really? I'd say the possibility of someone other than Garan hiding the clothes. I don't know if we have the evidence for it, but it shouldn't, because I know that for a fact we learned that only the royal family has access to it. It was only her and Inga that had access to it. And
no one else knows
dead.
how to open it, yeah.
No, it's just not possible. Your Eminence, I recall you saying the following.
Yeah, she said it.
Yeah.
The key to Amara's sarcophagus is under the protection of the royal family. My husband and I are the only ones who could open it. Therefore, it would be impossible for some knave to open it. Knave!
I love that word.
I bet you really hate saying that now, don't you? That was your own testimony, word for word.
Why, you insolent...
Admit it. Only you could have hidden Dirk's clothes after they were used in the murder. And that means you are the one who killed Justice Minister Inga.
Juster Ministus.
That's where I was going with that. That was real bad.
Insignificant worm! You dare accuse me, the ruler of crime? Do not think for one moment that such impudence would be tolerated.
Oh!
Oh!
I'm afraid.
Holy fuck!
I'm afraid sergeants are invalid here in this sacred hall, Your Eminence.
Oh my god!
Because even monarchs aren't above the law.
Just ask freaking what was Marie Antoinette. Ask her, sister.
It's the end of the line for you too, Queen Goron. Think you might want to get your cake ready.
Yeah.
Time to come down from that lofty throne and face justice. Me, you're facing me, justice. Haha, I have a perfect name.
Nah, she's dead. Is she okay? She looks like she was gonna just
Are we gonna have a breakdown from her?
die.
We need the classic breakdown. We haven't had a breakdown yet. Where's it at?
She just died.
Just wait. Just silence.
Oh boy.
No, she's still on a roll.
Just. Oh no. Why are you laughing? Why are you fine? Me? Face justice. Surely you jest.
She's gonna use her queenly ways to be like, I'm in no
You
trouble.
are in no position to force my hand, lawyer.
Oh?
Ding. Surely you haven't forgotten about the Defense Culpability Act. Those who would support criminals will be deemed just as guilty. In short, should I be convicted of murdering my husband, your dear brother who delivered false testimony in my defense, shall also be found guilty.
What? That can't be. Can it? That's the Defense Culpability Act, not the Prosecution Culpability Act.
By delivering false testimony in the course of protecting a guilty party, you would certainly be judged by this court as having supported a criminal.
Shouldn't Winston Payne be dead then?
Yeah.
Is he dead? I hope not. And then technically, wouldn't Naida be dead because he defended, he prosecuted and I don't know, fuck it.
Yeah.
Did you read that? I can't remember.
Yes. And the Defense Culpability Act would most definitely come into play.
But that law is so broad that anyone could be convicted under it.
When it comes to the DC Act, even I am conflicted, and yet as it currently stands, it is the law of the land. And as you said earlier, no one is above the law.
Of all the absurd things I've seen, this law really takes the cake.
God.
Now what? What can we even do at this point?
You need not look so forlorn. Dirk has been cleared of all charges, so let us leave all thoughts of the real killer and revolution in the past where it belongs.
She wants us to just let her off scot-free? And yet, I don't see any other choice.
Oh.
We cannot yield to her here, Paolo. If we will move the revolution forward,
Dude.
I will gladly face the DC Act. Now do it! Accuse Queen Goron of the crime she has committed. But...
Oh boy.
What you speak of is not revolution. Our kingdom will not function without its sovereign, and Reva cannot ascend to the throne, for she is as yet incapable of channeling spirits.
we have an orb that can do differently.
Thus, to accuse me, it is to wish destruction upon our fair kingdom, you terrorist!
Terrorist?
If you would still insist on accusing me, then as ruling sovereign in Khura'in, I proclaim the following.
Oh boy, she gonna write a new rule? Oh, Jesus Christ. What twist are you gonna throw at us now?
All who imperil the crown, no matter the reason, shall be subject to immediate execution upon the Queen's orders.
Okay. What?
That's just
Immediate
cheating.
execution? Yes.
Do you still not comprehend? Then let me be clear. For the sake of this kingdom's future, and in accordance with the laws of Khura'in, I command that you be put to death at once.
You can't. Wow, her hair.
For real.
You can't.
What the?
You can't just. Wow.
No. Isn't this going a bit too far? Why is the Grand Royal Guard?
They were on standby in case of an attack by foolishly optimistic terrorists. Now, if you would continue to oppose me, the very embodiment of the law, then under my regal authority, you shall all be put to death.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, this is insane, even for you. You can't possibly get away with something like this. This is a court of law. You can't just order execution without due process.
She's giving me huge Maleficent vibes.
Yeah, now look, Apollo, truth and due process are certainly important. But so is your life, so think before you speak again. But...
Jesus Christ, never thought I'd see that.
Please, Apollo, do not make this any worse than it already is. I cannot lose you to the Twilight Realm too.
Oh.
What am I supposed to do? How do I win against an opponent that can rewrite the law if she sees fit? How can I ever bring her to justice? Is this really how it all ends?
It is your life or your accusation, lawyer. You cannot hope for both. It is time to cease this insanity.
What do I do? Should I accuse Gringaron? Okay, I need to say... Because, I mean, I know there's a bad ending at some point, but I don't know at this point what the bad ending even would be.
Yeah, it would... They all die.
Because, I mean, do I accuse and does she actually shoot me? Or do we make progress? Or do we do what would usually be like the bad thing and give up, but then we give up and someone interjects themselves? I don't know what the good or the bad is. I do not know what it is. What do you think? Is it accused? Do we accuse and then she just, you know, unleashes bullets upon
I don't
hell
know,
into
but
us?
like, remember, like, even Phoenix is like, hey, think about this for a second.
He said, hey, think your life is worth it.
Yeah.
So maybe we, you know what? Apollo, he's stubborn, he's young, he's got some gusto.
A dragon never yields.
Let's go for it, but that's what could be the good part. But let's accuse and see what happens. I know what I have to do. Mr. Wright, you know that saying you're constantly reminding me and Athena of? The worst of times when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles? You never fail to surprise me, Apollo. And Nayuta, you know that creed we've known... Okay, maybe this is the good one. Okay, I'm gonna reload.
And Nayuta,
I'm gonna...
you know that creed we've known ever since we were kids.
You know that bravery that we all
A dragon
have?
never yields. He's starting a speech here.
Yeah.
He's starting a speech.
Okay, maybe I'll,
And then they get shot. No.
You know, that could be the case as well. I just don't know. But you know what? Maybe I'll... Maybe
Are they gonna do a loop around like usual?
I'll hit give up now, and then I'll see what this does. Should I just give up? No, I can't do that. Not now. That only leaves me with one choice. Okay, so it's not an ending part. I know what I have to do.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right. Huh?
Wow.
Yeah,
Why did
that's
they
right,
even
Bob.
give us a choice then?
Wait,
Wait, no, you're actually reading it now.
But I thought I read that one. Hey, Nita,
Not
you know the
really.
creed we've known since ever since we were kids? A dragon never yields. Apollo. They're not merely words. They're what's carried us this far. So now it's time to honor these words and the memories of the ones who gave them to us. I couldn't agree with you more, Apollo. Those words are more important to me than you know. And if there's any time to remember them, it's now.
He learned them from Mia.
Yeah? It would seem, Apollo, that not one but two auspicious creatures dwell deep within you. A fierce dragon and a virtuous phoenix that shall scatter the clouds hiding in the heavens. I shall join you in your death-defying bluff.
Death-defying bluff.
Even Apollo's like, you could have done a little more, could have gone a little more positive note, friend. I think I finally understand what those words really mean and the resolve they embody.
Are you smiling? Even in the face of certain doom? Is there no end to your defiance?
Unfortunately for you, no.
He's like a rebellious teenager.
I won't let fear, or even the law, force me to abandon the pursuit of truth. Because there's another saying in my country. The truth will set you free. Indeed, that is precisely what Dirk sought to do through this trial. He wished for us to break free from a certain despicable spider's immobilizing silk threads. We won't be intimidated by unjust laws, or given to fear. Bending the truth like that is just not a part of my playbook.
Smoke Phoenix.
There's only one path before us. Revolution. The time to make Dirk's dream a reality is upon us.
Meanwhile, Dirk's in the Twilight Realm. Woo!
That's my boys.
Yeah.
Your Eminence, if you have the law here in Khura'in, then your very existence is wrong.
Oh, your very existence is... Does your desperate bleating know no end?
I know it's a bit late to ask, but what's the plan? Well, if Gron's going to execute us on the spot under the Defense Culpability Act, and law itself derives its power from the authority of the Crown, then there's only one thing to do. We dethrone her. Right here, right now. Alright, but how? It's not like we have a lot of time to come up with a way to do it either. I doubt she'll allow you to perform another cross-examination while we think. Don't worry, I'll come up with something. We'll be fine. It's my creed, okay? I've got my creed. You know, we have you, a lawyer for it's tough times and lawyers for a bigger smile. You know, that whole thing there. We got Dirk, you know, Dragon Never Yields, and we got Apollo.
I'm fine.
We'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm fine.
We can't give up. Not now. We have to keep on fighting to the end. We can't.
Such inspiring words.
The most inspiring words of all time.
We'll be fine.
We can't allow these broken trials to go on. It's time to make things right.
Phoenix, right?
It's all come full circle.
Yep.
Big brain time. We've only been waiting like 40 fucking parts for another big brain.
God. Hopefully you choosing give up instead of accuse doesn't change anything.
I doubt it. They would have instantly locked us into something bad there.
Yeah. Still, it feels like we did give up.
I won't say. We'll be fine. If I accuse Garan, Neil will be subject to the Defense Culpability Act.
Which is bullshit.
Which means he'll be put to death in accordance with the law. So the only way out of this is to dethrone Garan right now. Could this be the key to... Or could this be the key to throwing Garan? Okay, so, I mean... I don't want to say... Well... It can't be Rafa because even though she would be the actual successor because of bloodline, a daughter would go before a sister if I'm correct.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't done royal history in a long time, forgive me. But she doesn't have the channeling power, so she can't be queen under their laws. So I would say the founders are because that would be...
Make Maya queen because she can channel.
Well, I was going to say potentially using her to channel the queen, but... Is the founders orb the key to the revolution? We'll finally be able to use that fucking thing for once? Mm-hmm. Dirk was convinced that the orb is the key to the revolution in Khura'in's future. Because Dirk would know that Rafa is the rightful heir to the throne, and he would use that to be like, hey, we need to get her
she's his kid.
We need to get her the Holy Mother's power, race that kid.
Yeah.
In light of Gron's obsession with the orb, it makes a large amount of sense. She probably doesn't want anyone using it to gain spiritual powers and rise to the throne. Inga's definitely tried to do just that, but that's where it starts to fall apart. And you could have channeled the founder even after abducting Miss Faye after all. He didn't know the founder's name.
Yep.
Nailed it. The other two didn't make sense either. Inga didn't know the founder's name. The name of the founder is only known to those who become queen. That means only people who currently know her name are Garan and Amara. So even if someone else had the orb, they wouldn't be able to channel the founder. So that begs the question, why is Garan so fixated on the orb? Okay, let's not overthink this. Garan obsessed with the orb because...
I feel like he's talking to us.
And now
he's saying, okay, let's not overthink this.
Now, I think I said this way long ago, back when it was the original trial, and I said the fact that I thought that Inga was getting it for his wife because she couldn't channel spirits. Remember, that was my original thing of going on, is why Inga would want it, and I was like, maybe because Garan wasn't the original queen, she can't channel spirits, so she has to get the orb and get the power to be it so no one can actually, you know...
Dethrone her?
Well, not even dethrone her, but just she has to hide the fact that she doesn't belong on the throne in the first place. Isn't the key? There we go.
Ooh, look at you.
Garan wants spiritual power. Could it be? It's hard to believe, but... If she wants spiritual power, does that mean Garan can't channel spirits? That would explain why she had Amara perform the rite of channeling.
Oh, yeah.
Is that why she let Amara live, to stand in for her while the time came to channel spirits?
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it makes a little bit more sense to me. Just like, oh, switch it for me so I can go marry my husband.
Yeah.
So if Garan can't channel spirits, she have no claim to the throne.
Yep. Boom! She'd be exiled. One can only wish.
She'll be exiled to the Twilight Realm. Gron has no claim to the throne because she can't channel spirits, in parentheses. Gron's Defense Culpability Act was established under the Crown's authority, but if she has no claim to the throne, then the DC Act would become null and void. No, not just the DC Act. All of the insane laws she enacted would be swept away in one fell swoop.
Yep.
Now that's a big brain move. You claim the authority of the Crown? You, of all people.
Oh, damn.
That's a good one.
Apollo, sassy boy. Have you truly lost it, lawyer?
Indeed, I would have the defense explain himself at once.
I love him.
It's easy, Your Majesty. Why is Queen Garon so obsessed with the Founder's Orb? Why did she let Queen Amara live? And why was she having and why was she having her mercifulness perform the rite of channeling in her place? The answer to these three questions point to a single conclusion. A fact that will shake this kingdom to its very core. I still do not follow, Apollo.
Follow Apollo.
I also thought they had a good follow Apollo. Yeah, follow Apollo. Your Eminence, I have just one question for you, and please be honest.
Follow Apollo Brick Road. Follow Apollo Brick Road.
You can't actually
Follow Apollo Brick Road.
Man, you you can't actually channel spirits, can you? What?
Oh, Jesus.
You believe the Queen is not capable of communing with the dead?
The defense will explain himself at once.
In Crime, the ability to channel spirits is an absolute requirement for a would-be queen. But Your Eminence, if you are incapable of doing that, then you'd have no claim to the throne. Not only that, but every law you've passed would be rendered null and void. Yeah, that's right, you're twitching again, I see that. And you, the Grand Royal Guard. Oh, shit. You seem to be rather enamored with the Queen's supposed spiritual power. But what if she had none? What if she were just an ordinary person? A pretender to the throne? That's crazy talk. Everyone who's been is gonna be chemical free.
Such blasphemy! On what grounds do you make such a defamatory claim?
Queen Garon, if you think I'm just out to defame you, then prove it.
Yeah, channel someone.
Prove you using this piece of evidence you want so badly. I'll just throw the Founder's Orb at her. It's just like... Actually, that's a good point. We've hit it this whole time, and it's what she's been looking for.
Yeah.
And we'll just be like, you know what? Here. It's yours. You've wanted it. Use it. Right now. Use it. Good luck. All the conditions for summoning a Founder should be in place. With the orb, we know what the Founder looks like. And as Queen, you should know the Founder's name. Now, if you would, Your Eminence, please show us the great spiritual power you bear as Grand Priestess of Khura'in. Oh, what is a great power with our own eyes? The Holy Mother will appear for us! Oh, great miracles, miracles!
Oh my
Praise
God.
be, Your Eminence! May your mighty spiritual power show us the way.
Fucking simps. Enough, I say, you mindless cretins!
Your Eminence, can it be that you cannot?
No, I want a lawyer. Summon me at once.
Aren't you forgetting something? There aren't any lawyers left in Khura'in.
Uh-huh.
You can thank your Defense Culpability Act for that.
Oh.
Your Eminence, please give the glimpse of your magnificent spiritual power. Summon the lawyers that she may guide us. I've heard...
I've heard enough from you. Out of my sight, all of you.
If you truly are capable of channeling spirits, then get on with it already, Your Eminence.
You sneaky, underhanded wretch of a lawyer.
That reminds me. You said something to this effect earlier. It is time to cease this insanity. Don't you feel stupid for saying that now? Indeed, of all the things she has said, I can think of nothing more ludicrous. Apollo? Teach this deceitful, putrid queen a lesson she won't soon forget.
He used the word putrid. He used it.
He did the thing. He did the thing.
What? He did?
Gladly. Because it really is time to cease this insanity.
Whoa.
Garon,
Damn. Motion capture.
your reign of terror ends here. Oh my god, the power of wind. Excellent. 10 out of 10. 100 out of 100.
Very well. Demonstrating my facility as a spirit Okay.
It's simple enough, something like that. It's going on its own.
Behold, the magnificent power to commune with something.
Dead.
Yeah.
Oh, your eminence!
Watch her just jump in.
Is she just gonna drown herself? That'd be amazing.
O great spirit of the founder who dwells in the twilight realm, heed the secret covenant of the orb, and appear here before us.
Oh, here it comes! And then she poops herself.
Did you smell that?
I guess she was just trying her best to be like, what's wrong? You're not feeling well?
Oh, Spirit of the Founder, graceless Witcher, the time is now. I beseech you, appear before us. Heed my call, Founder, please.
This is embarrassing.
No!
She's just like, I can totally do it.
This is so embarrassing.
Oh my god. They turned real quick.
No, wait. I was just warming up, but the rite actually starts from now.
Are they just gonna gun her down to the pool? As she's going on her juke.
Holy...
Oh. I was kind of hoping they were just gonna in a way, just, well. Oh man. You okay?
Well, I'll be damned. Prosecutors Almighty, how is Her Eminence?
It seems she now believes that she herself is the Holy Mother.
Oh, she's gone insane. Okay.
I see, but her attempt at spirit channeling failed, did it not?
Miraculously. Sadly, she seems unable to accept the facts. Oh, I fear it'll be quite a challenge to question her later.
Oh, God. She's gone to Crazy Town.
Yep.
And what, if I may ask, was her motive? I understand that she killed Minister Inga in order to prevent his coup d'etat, but what of her attempt to assassinate Queen Amara 23 years ago?
To become queen herself? Maybe she just craved the power and attention.
Probably.
She actually developed a psychological complex for inability to channel spirits, and then you just got Athena in the back. Oh yeah! That is why she kept Queen Amara alive to perform the rite of channeling for her. In that way, it would seem as if she had great spiritual power. In short, she built a cult of personality upon fear and lies. Then again, do not all tyrants. So then, she never really intended to kill Amara, huh? I don't understand is why Queen Amara ever listened to Gron in the first place.
Yeah.
Especially 14 years ago before Rayfa was being held hostage. Why would she keep letting the people of Crime think she was dead? While she kept quietly performing the rite of channeling for Garon. Her mother's a gentle soul by nature and loves her sister dearly. So when Garon told her to hide because Dirk was out to kill her, she believed it. What's more, she did not wish to tarnish the name of a beloved sister. That is why she acquiesced so obediently to Garon's request to keep channeling for her. Until she fled with Dirk and was told the truth, that is. So that's what happened. And since Rayfa was being held captive, I imagine Amara had no choice but to help cover up the truth behind Ninga's murder. Yeah, living secretly as Rayfa's servant, Nana. No doubt only deepened her love for her daughter. She'd do anything to keep her safe. All the more reason to hide the painful truth from her.
Well, that was a case for the ages.
Goddamn right it was. Man.
That was the best line he's ever said.
For real.
Prosecutor Sodmarty has been cleared of all suspicion in the murder of Minister Inga, as has Mr. Dirk Sodmarty in the assassination attempt on Queen Amara. Now then, think it is high time I handed down my verdict on Dirk and Nayuta Sodmarty. Not guilty!
Yay!
Butterflies!
Butterflies! Whee! And then all of a sudden, the ghost of Dirk rises from the center.
Yeah!
Whoa, my boys! Oh god, I'm so good up! Go passes through the roof. Ah! There's no one on the fucking. There's no one on the prosecution stand, just emptiness.
Okay.
Dirk, I hope you're watching.
Aww.
I proved your innocence. Now you're just smiling again. And that revolution you've always dreamed of is finally happening.
With this, may I finally say, this court is adjourned.
And we shall also be adjourned for one final time.
Oh boy.
Until next time.
Ooh.
Where everything is going to end and the happy party is going to begin, and we're going to throw confetti in the air, and we're going to have a big birthday party, and we're
Birthday party?
I don't know, a big party, and Maya's going to get her burgers that she finally been waiting so long for, and it's going to be a big happy ending.
Let's only hope.
Nothing can go wrong. It's not allowed anymore.
It's not allowed.
It's not allowed.
It's not allowed. Too much has gone wrong.
What is going on, everybody?
Hello.
It is Pixelparters here, and we are back one last time
Yeah.
in Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice. We left off. We got
Crazy
a not
bitch
guilty
is
verdict.
is out.
We got Garan booted, and she had a breakdown. Okay, she
Yeah.
needs a little bit of space. So now that all that's gone
She
down,
thinks she's the Holy Mother herself.
and we've won, we've avenged Dirk, we've saved Nayuta. It is time to see what awaits us in this grand ending of a game. Bap!
We both said it that time.
We both bapped.
It's usually my thing, but okay, I'll excuse it this one.
May 19th.
Just imagine
Hardcore
Apollo
of-
saying "bap" while he does it.
I just love that he just and he's like, what is bap? And just like, what are you doing?
What did you just say?
I said bap.
It's my thing.
Well, you stop it, you. I get to have my own thing, okay? All right, Q's lobby.
Way to go, Apollo! I was on the edge of my seat when those guards stormed the courtroom.
That was a shocker, all right. Can't imagine anything like that happening back home.
I know, right? I was ready to go on down there and teach them a lesson myself.
Really?
Apollo, that was gross.
I'm sorry, that caught me off guard.
I was barely able to hold her back. I'll be back. You were about to go ballistic after a while there, Athena. Yeah, well, I was thinking about helping you smack a few of them down, to be honest.
Remind me to never say or do anything to deserve a Maya Athena double suplex.
That would be, I want to see that. I want to
Same.
see that animated. Oh my god.
You did a fine job out there today, Apollo.
I can just picture it.
Just for real. Thanks for all the great advice. Thanks for all the great advice, Mr. Wright. Now it was all you. That perseverance and never say die attitude you showed is impressive. Actually, I learned a thing or two myself. But what? From me? That's a laugh. There were any number of times where I wouldn't have blamed you for giving up, but you stuck it out to the end and came away triumphant by sheer force of will and inner strength forged in countless trials. You overcame the most desperate and hopeless situation I've ever seen. I don't know about all that.
You overcame the most desperate and hopeless situations.
I mean it. Like, that was a shit show. We should have died. You saved my life. You've really come a long way, Apollo. I have nothing but respect for your abilities as an attorney.
Oh, wow.
But really? Aren't you exaggerating just a little bit, Mr. Wright?
You did it, Apollo. You finally won his seal of approval. What about me, Nick? My channeling has come a long way, too. After all, I was deemed worthy enough to be used in 2 major crimes already.
Yeah, and 2 major chances for me to become someone for you to channel next.
Oh, that'd be weird.
Honestly, I couldn't have done this without the support of each and every person here.
Imagine you in
Mr.
my
Wright,
clothes, Nick.
Athena, Nayuta, and of course, Dirk.
Can you imagine freaking Phoenix and...
Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what?
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 My girl.
What? I think we're gonna get a reaction here from everyone soon.
What? That was really cool, Polly. Why is she here?
I stowed away on the plane when Edgeworth climbed in. Trucy? Trucy, what are you doing here?
Hi, Daddy. It's magic.
You know.
I knew you were gonna do that.
Hey! Oh my god, I even put the Edgeworth part in. It was just the suitcase instead of just stowing away in his place. I'm afraid she employed the old let's stow away in Mr. Edgeworth's suitcase. Or wait, been a while, Edgeworth, I'm sorry.
Yep.
I gotta warm up for you. You're coming
Yeah.
up tomorrow, so I gotta
Yeah.
calm down.
Just deadpan, but serious, but also.
I'm afraid she employed the old let's stow away in Mr. Edgeworth's suitcase trick. What? Though it certainly explained why my suitcase was so heavy. Tell me you at least noticed it was heavier than usual. Trucy, did you even have a passport? Are you gonna be able to get home?
My magic panties are an extra-dimensional space. It's like a mini universe in there. I could produce a passport at the drop of my hat.
All right. Maybe some things in this world are better left a mystery.
Want some cookies? Hornhead, barbed head. I am forever in your debt for what you've accomplished in this Hall of Justice. Without your presence, I may have never changed as I have this day. It's pathetic, I know. Oh,
That's where you're wrong, your benevolence.
give her! I want to give her a hug.
It was you who changed yourself.
My big
Only
sis-
you could choose to defy Garan.
my big sister instincts.
I know,
kicking
right?
in.
And that decision was yours and yours alone. The choice is yours and yours alone. Sorry, it's the Legends of the Hidden Temple. This
I
is
was
coming
gonna
back to haunt me.
say-
That's right. All we did was present you with an opportunity, and you made use of it with gusto. This victory is yours, your benevolence. You should be proud of yourself.
I see. So I am worthy of my title after all. Ha! I shall work to heal our kingdom so that it may know peace and prosperity once more.
She sure bounced back quick. So your benevolence, I take it you learned the truth of your origins? That you're the daughter of Dirk and Queen Amara?
Yes, my mother. Her Eminence told me. She said it was a part of my disciplining. If you can call it. No, it's yeah.
If you can call it
If
that.
you can call it that.
Sounds more like blackmail. Keep quiet or I'll tell everyone you're the daughter of a criminal.
Jesus. My mother was so insufferable. Or should I say, my former mother.
Sounds like there was no love lost there.
When you clear Dirk's name, my true father will no longer be known as a criminal. Therefore, I have nothing more to fear.
So what's next for the Kingdom of Garan? I mean, you lost your queen, so... I mean, the only two people I can think of would be, like... Emma or Amara, but I think she'd still be recovering, but I have no idea. No. Oh,
No, yeah.
that also makes sense.
Her benevolent Princess Rachel will ascend.
I'm just gonna. Her benevolent Princess Rachel will ascend to the throne.
You don't remember the line 2 seconds later? Oh yeah,
You
your
know my
short-term
short-term
memory.
I'm
Yeah.
like a goldfish over here, man.
Never
Don't
mind.
mind me. I literally had no idea what the line was anymore, so I was just like, I have to go back.
That's why you have me.
Yes. Naona. But she can't channel spirits yet, right? Indeed, which is why I will act as a regent on her behalf. Until the day she comes into her own.
Sounds like you want this word? Yes, your help will be greatly appreciated, Prosecutor said. But... Oh!
Huh?
But...
Is she going to say what I think she is?
What are you looking at, you horn-headed nincompoop?
Hey, I'm your brother too. I don't want to hear it.
In any event, I will be assisted by Nayuda and Queen Amara for the time being.
Queen Amara?
Our country offers counsel to the rulers of neighboring kingdoms through channeling. It is a duty I intend to fulfill myself one day. But for now, I have Queen Amara. I will have Queen Amara assist me in that capacity.
So then, she's going to be alright?
Yes, it seems the bullet went straight through her without doing any serious damage.
That's a relief.
For real.
You did it, AJ.
I just heard him running
Thanks
over.
to you both, Dirk and Nita, to beat the charges against him. And you got the revolution rolling the boot. Revolution? Dirk, I guess you're right to believe in me after all. Yes, sir, there's gonna be some major changes around here. The legal system's gonna return to its rightful state, like how Dirk always wanted. And the name of Apollo justice will go down in Chinese history.
Oh boy.
Yeah, right. Oh, no. Oh, Nita, before I forget, I just saw him and I was like...
He's talking to himself. Oh, Nayuta.
There's something I wanted to give you. There's something I wanted to give you before I head back home. You wish to give me something? Yes, as Dirk's birth son, I think you should have this.
The badge.
How's that sound? I'm gonna save in case I fuck it up, but I believe it's the badge. I'm gonna give you the photo of my father. So you remember how I saved your father. I'll give him his corpse photo. Put it on the wall.
Oh, no.
Okay, have his badge. This is Dirk's. I have to get back to the States. And I know you're a prosecutor and all, but as the man that's going to change crime, it's only right that you have it. To change crime. Yeah, in Dirk's place.
Now you got it. No.
Apollo, I'm afraid I must refuse your gift.
What?
What? Why? There's something I would like to show you.
Huh?
What's this all of a sudden? Mr. Wright, won't you and your friends please join us? Sure.
What's going on?
May 19th. Former Sadmati Law Office. AKA the
Says-
hideout. So why'd you bring us here, Naida? Apollo, I want you to stay here in Karine. What? But why? We have lost our queen and our kingdom stands at a crossroads. Most of all, we will need to rebuild our entire legal system. Naturally, that includes the reintroduction of lawyers to the court. Wait, you're not asking me to... Yes, I want you to take over this law office. With you as a lawyer, and me as a prosecutor, we should rebuild Karine's legal system from the ground up. You want me to help you rebuild the legal system? That's a lot to take in.
Jesus.
Apollo, I cannot do this without you. As a lawyer, you are Dirk's spiritual heir. And having studied in America, your legal knowledge will be indispensable. This is way out of my league. The revolution is still in its infancy. But it was Dirk's dream to restore the legal system to its rightful state. Will you not help me realize that dream?
Oh, damn.
Come on, AJ knows what Dirk would have wanted.
It is.
Let's do it together. You must be taken aback by my sudden request, so please give it some thought. Of course, I'm honored that you asked. Still, I have my job back at the Wright Anything Agency to consider, too.
What's Phoenix thinking? He's his boss after all.
Don't worry about that, Apollo. Besides, this is something only you can do. Something only I can do?
That is true.
I mean, to be completely honest, our office would be a bit short on firepower without you around, but hey. Mr. Wright.
You're not allowed to leave. No, actually, I'm sorry, but I can't get on board with this.
Athena?
I mean, there's still so much I want to learn from you, Apollo.
That's right. I won't be the same without you.
It won't be the same.
I won't be the same either, though.
Because you won't have me in your act anymore, is that it, Trucy?
My act will be completely ruined. No one else would be willing to do this. Everyone back home would really miss you, too. There's no way I can agree to this.
Still, if you really wanted to stay.
Yeah, Athena's right. It won't be easy, but...
Athena. Trucy. Apollo, none but you can make this decision. And I will not question whatever choice you make. Our flight leaves tomorrow morning, Apollo.
That's not a lot of time to think.
Think you can make up your mind by then? I'll try.
That's not a lot of time at all.
Talk about a difficult decision. Should I go back to the US and continue working at the Wright Anything Agency? Or should I stay in Karine and help Nia to rebuild the legal system? the right thing for me to do. I'm gonna save because I think it might make me choose.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna save.
Do you think this is where the two endings would come into play, maybe?
I would think.
Yeah.
All right, Temple, 8 a.m. next morning.
The bus to the airport will be here any minute.
Wonder where Apollo is. Do you think he decided to stay here in Karine?
I bet he was up all night thinking. It was a life-changing decision after all. But whatever he decides, I'll have to accept it.
I guess this means no more courtroom battles alongside him.
Hey, guys!
I'd know that booming voice anywhere.
I'm still 2 miles away. Hang on. I'm here.
Apollo, you're here! Does this mean you're coming home with us?
Hang on, it's been long on the floor. Well, about that. Mr. Wright. Yes? I've made up my mind. Here it is. The moment of truth. I still have so many things to learn from you. But I've decided to stay in Karine.
You're staying? But
I feel like I have to pick up where Dirk left off. I can't let this sacrifice go to waste. I see.
no.
Plus, I want to teach others everything you've taught me about being a lawyer, Mr. Wright. Apollo. Dirk's roadmap for the future and your teachings. I believe that these two things will save the people of this kingdom from further unrest. I want to do this. No, I have to do this. Apollo. I've never felt prouder.
Aw.
Proud to have had such an amazing attorney working under me. But someday, I'll return to the U.S. Once the new legal system here is firmly in place, I'll be back. Scout's honor.
Will we really see you again, Apollo?
You bet. Not that I have any idea how long it'll be, but I promise you this, everyone. I'll keep on learning and growing, and I'll come back to the U.S. an even better lawyer. So don't you forget about me. Don't. Don't you forget about me. Okay. Of course we won't, Apollo. There'll always be a spot waiting for you back at the office. In the meantime, we'll be rooting for you. So knock 'em dead. You got it, Mr. Wright, but don't actually knock anyone dead because that creates a big problem that defeats purpose.
Right.
Stay legal, my boy.
But if you have to punch somebody.
Oh, Trucy.
I'm gonna miss you, Polly. But if this is it, then I'm gonna support your choice all the way.
Thank you, sister. I mean, even though you don't know her sisters, if only someone knew her sisters and can tell us that we were sisters, it could have helped me a little bit.
God.
Thanks, Trucy. Good luck with your magic act. I know you'll do Troop Grammary proud.
Who's gonna be there to chop in half? I'll be cheering for you too, Apollo.
Looks like someone else has to stand in. There's only one other person in the law offices that's not Phoenix that gets to be on that chopping block.
What?
Athena?
Hey, Athena!
I think Tristan needs a new assistant.
Trucy, don't look at me like that. But don't think you're the only one with room to grow. Yeah, for real. Like, just, next time we meet, you probably won't even recognize me.
In other words, game on.
Game on. You bet, and I'm gonna win.
I'm gonna miss you too, Apollo. But I can't wait to see where your new adventure will take you. Well, there's our bus. I guess this is it, Apollo. I'll never forget everything you've done for me, Mr. Wright. I don't know how I'll repay you. Here's seeing you back in the U.S. again someday. Until then, you know where to find me.
True.
Feel free to come back anytime now.
I was gonna say, they can easily visit him.
The legacy of those who came before us. Is handed down from parent to child. and from mentor to disciple. We must never stall or stagnate, but continue to grow and change. All that we've been taught, the beliefs and convictions that have been passed down to us, we must continue to nurture them so we, in turn, can pass them on to the next generation.
Whoa.
Cutscene!
Are you really sure you're okay with him staying, boss?
Absolutely not.
I always figured he'd leave the nest someday.
Oh, his
He's
face.
like, God.
Hey! Oh, I think they're almost here.
Just a little. Got it.
Oh no!
Oh no!
No, he's dead already.
Why don't we go and check it out, AJ?
Look at her.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Big elephant. Aww.
What the?
It's
Oh,
like
okay.
it's like Star Wars. It really is like Star Wars.
I know, I'm like having.
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah.
Splat.
Justice law offices.
Oh my god! It's so pretty. Kind of. It could use some paint,
Yeah,
but it's better than being in a sewer.
for real.
Well,
Hey!
damn.
Director Takeshi Yamazaki.
Go on, Mr. Hat, introduce yourself.
I don't need Mr. Hat. Oh, wait, let's see. Wait, you
I'm
said it. Oh, sorry.
I want to take this opportunity to announce his solo debut.
See, Mr. Hat doesn't want Apollo to leave him in the dust.
We're fierce rivals, you know. I can't let him hang the spotlight.
It's just not the same without Polly, is it?
Yeah, I kind of miss him too.
I know, we should go visit him and grind.
I don't know if the details are in the other games, but I don't know if you noticed, but she was pulling Mr. Hat behind with her left arm.
Yeah.
Behind her. After seeing Mr. Justice in action, I got to thinking, what can I do to crime? For crime.
What can I do to it?
Tourism! That's what!
Oh,
I'll
no.
develop Crimey's tourism industry and bring more visitors! I'll roll out a night tour centered on the Founder's Orb!
Oh,
Oh,
God.
and I'll make a museum dedicated to the Divine Dragons! Boy, the ideas just keep coming!
She's an entrepreneur in the making.
He's on it.
And he's less than 10 years old. Oh, he's just,
Dude,
he's
he's-
still in the single digits and he's already
He's going places,
entrepreneuring.
man. He's my boy. You make me proud. You get that dough. You get that bread,
Lord.
gamer.
Oh, no.
I want to congratulate you on becoming a forensic investigator, Detective Sky.
Thank you, but Prosecutor Samadhi says he has need of me, so starting tomorrow I'll be working grind for a while.
Look at it this way. It should be an educational experience.
True, plus I can't let that kid show me up either. I'll see what I can do for Kurine's revolution.
All challenges have a way of helping people grow. I look forward to our next investigation upon your return.
Aw.
There's a
Ooh.
nice saxophone.
I was gonna say that saxophone. Oh god.
Darn that forehead face ever since he revealed the secret behind our teleportation trick. Show requests have totally dried up.
He'll be out on the street if we don't find some work soon. Maybe we should take Tracy up on her offer. She said she could make our debut as magicians as a right anything agency.
Shut up, I'm gonna show her someday, and on my own terms. Nothing fires you up better than a bit of rivalry.
They're at it still.
Yeah.
Takuro Fuse, art director. Good job. And then character designs, Takuro Fuse. Kiji Ueda.
Ueda. Yeah, Ueda. KG Ueda.
Yeah, I'll
And
go with that one.
Ryoma Yamashita.
Yeah, I'll trust you with all the names.
Hey! Kurine is just like this child right now, full of life and limitless potential. I have faith in Dirk and my dad. Okay.
Have no fear, for I'm here. We'll see Dirk takes you through to the end. And just for
I
Junior
forgot
there,
it goes
here's the
fast.
secret of being a man amongst men. Behold the dad's pose.
Oh god.
Wah, wah.
It's like saying no thanks.
Come on, little guy, don't be shy.
Poor
I'll throw my
child.
firecracker at you.
Oh my god! Dad, stop!
Oh man, Dats is a menace. A wonderful menace. Hey,
I've been pulling double duty ever since Apollo left, but that's okay. I'm gonna make Simon recognize me for the awesome lawyer that I am.
she's squeaking her boots.
Bridget, I can do it, and I will. Mr. Wright will be calling me his right-hand woman before you know it. Let's do this.
Yeah. Oh man. Ryota Fuji. Yeah, Fuji.
Kenichi Ueda, Masayu Ueda. Okay.
Names.
Oh god.
Bucky, how dare you deliver my order in such a sorry state?
He's drunk again.
But it's just fine. Trust.
Oh god.
You great big Pollock just lost my appetite because of you. It's hard to find good help these days. Wouldn't you say, old chum?
Old chum?
That's right, there's always someone that's in the background, so who?
There's always someone that they're talking to.
Yeah.
Old chum. Who'd be an old chum of Blackwell?
I don't know. Wait, that trial that really inspired me. I even created a Rokugo routine based on the shooter's case.
Oh god, you okay there?
It's a mystery story that'll keep flipping the audience thinking of its head. It's called The Scare You Don Noodle. You're giving me too much in the title. Keeping the Toendo school going is our way of paying penance and repaying our debt to Shisho. And that includes Rokugo training for that kid Omen.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, that was a complex one. I forgot about all that going on there. I was like, oh god, hold in there,
That was a lot.
Lead effects artist, you made the butterflies. With this newfound ability, even ancient runes and their fancy smancy tomb raiding traps are no match for me.
Oh god.
Fire!
The university where my father worked is letting me help with a dig. One day I'll discover an unknown ancient civilization and dedicate it to him.
I'll also be going on digging crying soon. That private justice better not be slacking off.
Aww. I can imagine her just like sneak attacking him with that drone.
Absolutely.
Shoot him in the butt.
Ow! Ow!
Private justice.
Oh.
I'm gonna be super busy now that I'm the head of the Fae clan. Oh yeah.
Don't worry, Mystic Maya. I'll do whatever I can to help.
Thanks, Pearly. Our first order of business will be to revolutionize Crime Village.
Ooh, I have an idea. How about opening a store where we can buy new outfits like the city girls wear?
Well, look who's all grown up now, but I think there are a few more pressing matters to take care of first.
Yeah, you're right. I guess it'll be a while before I get my revolutionary makeover.
Poor thing.
Oh.
Oh, you poor little girl. Oh, what are we gonna do with you? Oh, she must be protected at all costs.
Yes, protect.
I don't care if she's not a child anymore.
Oh, Mother, now that you have stopped being Nana, I want a new Nana. I wonder if there would be anyone willing to serve you in that capacity. You're quite a handful, after all. I am. With a simple wave of your hand, you would have your attire changed, meals prepared, and even your teeth brushed.
To think I put such undue burden upon you, you, a grand priestess of Garain.
And your
Fear
mother.
not, Rafa. You will have plenty of time to make amends. Oh, perhaps you could start with one of your famous shoulder rubs.
Jesus Christ. Oh.
I'm doing so much voicing.
I know, and since I don't control the speed, it's just go and you have to go instantly.
It's just testing my voice acting skills big time.
Oh, man.
Hey.
Her benevolence has taken to call me Braidhead. Your voice trembles and her face turns red when she speaks to me. What have I done to deserve such animosity? I'll just treat them merciless with the Hall of Justice. To be given such a dismissive name is entirely uncalled for. What am I to do? Perhaps I shall consult Apollo about this.
I bet you she started to say brother, but then
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on.
Braidhead.
Producer Motohide Ishiro. One of those.
Ishiro.
Oh boy.
Wait.
Great, respected lawyer knows right. He even has his own practice called Justice Law Offices. Dig it. This wouldn't have been possible without you. Oh, before I forget, I made a copy of this photo for you.
I think it's Lamar.
Oh, then you can take over.
Oh, Jove. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. It is so good to see him again.
Don't you think it's about time we told them the truth? After all, they've both grown into fine young people now.
Yes, you're right. Perhaps it's about time they knew. Finally.
If that's where this ends.
What?
Are you kidding me? That's where they end it?
We don't get to actually see their reactions?
And they haven't announced anything future for the series yet. I guess maybe we have to expect that they're planning to make a 7th mainline Ace Attorney game, but the world may never know for now. Obviously, we'll be waiting on our seats for the continuation of this. I wonder, now that we've played through this and essentially caught up on the main storyline of the Phoenix Wright games, I wonder if we can assume that the next game would probably... I'd assume it seems like the next one will focus on another main Apollo Justice game, like, Apollo Justice Attorney, because, he now has his own office trying to rebuild Karine.
This guy.
Yeah, I remember him. But the next one could focus on Apollo again, or it could, take place in the U.S. with them. It could be another triple game too, with it being every single character switching back and forth, which does make sense too. It could be all of them and be a multiple episode thing where they all have their own cases. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there'll be something after this. Doubt it, but well, that was I don't know if I can skip this or not, but I might not have too much time left, but I don't know to see if there's anything else. I know.
Beep boop boop bop boop boop bop.
Beep boop bop boop boop beep, and then you throw your head into the table.
Oh,
hello.
Tiny boy.
Poof, shot. All right. Anyways.
Oh yeah, the balloons.
Blinds. Oh my God. that was a fan service and a half.
Oh, remember that?
Yeah.
God.
That was it was hard to remember. That was hard to remember. That was the beginning of this episode. That was so long ago, but that was the very beginning of this.
Wasn't it?
This is all the same episode, same technical case in a way, the same turnabout of sorts. So we're not too far away from the ending on this. We can let this play out and enjoy everything in the background.
Head. Oh, don't show that.
Dragon never yields.
Don't show that.
I'm gonna murder you.
That's like the equivalent of that heartbreaking scene in Lord of the Rings where
when you watch it, oh God,
he just keeps getting shot with arrows. I can't think of his name.
Over and over and over again. Which
but he keeps fighting.
Doesn't have there's too many. It's not. Is it Boromir or is that someone else?
Boromir.
It was Boromir. Okay, sorry. There's just too many.
He was Aragorn's brother, right?
Listen, it's been a while. I'm a little bit rusty on my Lord of the Rings.
But yeah, it was that was fucking sad.
Yeah.
And that's what it reminded me of. He got shot 3 times and he still stayed alive.
I'm pretty sure he got shot like more. He was shot over and over again, man. He took a few hits. He took them like a champ too.
No, it said 3 times.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Boromir.
No, Boromir shot like 50 arrows in him or something like that.
Wait for it. What? Are we gonna get more?
Are we?
Because it's a letter, Dear Mr. Wright. So Apollo's writing to Mr. Wright, I assume.
He's showing him the picture.
Hey, this is my place. Okay, there is more. Dear Mr. Wright, I can't believe it's already been a few months since I decided to stay. I'm sorry I haven't been good about keeping in touch, but things have been really hectic. Rebuilding a legal system I'm not yet familiar with has been a real challenge.
I would imagine.
But I will say it's given me plenty of work to keep me busy.
Never a dull moment.
No.
And we're into a courtroom.
Okay, we're not.
Okay, sorry, we're not done. Have you not given the autopsy report even a cursory glance, Mr. Justice?
It's just I have 15 clients on my plate right now.
Oh my God.
So I probably should have accepted all 15 at the same time.
Apollo! Jesus.
Putrid red pepper. Oh, please. Are you going to help me rebuild Crying's legal system or not? If you are, we need to move through this case backlog faster.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I know, but... Besides, this 15 are only the beginning.
Oh.
There are 10 more waiting your services. Huh? This is the first time I heard of this.
That's 25 cases.
I too had friends and acquaintances seeking legal representation. And being that you are the only lawyer in the country, I told them to contact you. Estimated we only added about, 16 clients to your caseload. Not that many.
Now wait just a minute.
I've been handing out advertisements for your new office. They read... From legal advice to investigating extramarital affairs, even yak milking.
What?
For a limited time only, these services and more are free down at Justice Law Offices.
What? Free?
I've already received requests from 380 new clients.
He's like, free?
I'm gonna have to say something, aren't I?
Objection! Objection! Do it! Do it! Do it!
I trust you did your cords of steel exercises this morning. Well, go on. There's no need to hold back.
Objection!
Now that you mention it, we have yet to hear your shout today.
I ascend from the heavens, son. Do me proud. Do it.
Yes, and I have grown quite drowsy from these tedious proceedings. I could use a loud something to wake me up. Do not disappoint me, Hornhead.
There's really only one thing to say at a time like this. It's a word I've said countless times in my career, but one I'll never tire of.
Yep.
Objection!
That's so cool. It ends with him instead of Phoenix, like normal.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Eden.
Finn. Oh, man. Illustration anime cutscenes galleries have been unlocked.
Woo!
Hey, as always, saving data. Thank you, game, for saving my place in this room. All right. And that, everybody,
Oh boy.
was Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Spear of Justice. The last and the currently released line of the main Ace Attorney games. Obviously, there's the 2 investigation games, and then the Great Ace Attorney game, or the Great Attorney games, however you want to call them. I can't say their Japanese name because that would be entirely lost. That have been fans translated so far, but we'll play those. But this is the end of the road for Phoenix Wright.
Oh
for now.
boy.
For now. But starting tomorrow, our boy Edgeworth has his own little game.
Your boy. It's me. Your boy.
And so we will start with Ace Attorney Investigations next time.
And I'm gonna get some new girls!
And I'm gonna be back, baby, with the ramen and the lack of salary and all the updated autopsy reports. I swear I'm gonna be
All
here,
the
and I'm the
updated
main
autopsy
attraction.
reports.
This is my game, pal. It's all about me.
Ace Detective Dick Gumshoe.
Now, I didn't tell you to interrupt me. I think we have to go over your salary tomorrow before we start the series. Shit, pal.